Commodity Fetishism. Intro. Today, we will talk about Karl Marx's Capital, and we will talk about the last part of the first chapter, which is entitled as Commodity Fetishism. Commodity fetishism is Marx's application of commodity analysis to society. Marx asks a question related to a certain mysterious nature of the commodity, with the fact that the commodity appears to the participants of capitalist society as something mysterious, magical, as some kind of sensually super-sensible thing. Marx uses the word fetishism in an ancient context. In the old days of colonialism, the term fetish was widely used to describe inanimate objects with fantastic powers in indigenous cultures. Naturally, the understanding of fetishism in capitalism is secular, not religious. Nevertheless, the basic idea remains unchanged. Fetishism as a commodity occult. A civilized European can laugh as much as he likes at some conventional savages who worship some kind of fetishes. For example, they worship stone idols. But in his attitude to the world of goods, in his attitude to his own economic environment, this civilized European behaves exactly the same way. At the same time, it should be noted that commodity fetishism arises unconsciously. No one intentionally does it. As Marx puts it, they don't know it, but they do it. And this unconscious process, within the framework of which commodity fetishism arises, develops only in a situation where commodity production becomes dominant in society, when the vast majority of labor products are manufactured initially as goods. But since they saw no alternatives to capitalist society, or rather they did not perceive it as something historical, but perceived it as something eternal and unchangeable, they could not penetrate this mystery. Marx does the same in Capital and consistently reveals it in a wide variety of economic categories. It should be noted that in the 20th century, and even today, commodity fetishism has acquired simply threatening proportions, surpassing even what it was at the time of Marx.
Preface to Industrial Relations. At first, production was for own consumption. Then exchange arose, and only later full-fledged commodity production. With the growth of the human population, communities, tribes, cities, and empires appear, the operation of exchanging goods gradually began, and people realized that it was more convenient this way. They did not need to produce everything themselves. It was easier to exchange manufactured things for something else, like services or the same goods. Marx even has a position that commodity circulation precedes commodity production. That is, at first, people did not produce goods but products for themselves, and then they suddenly met and the exchange operation began. Universal goods have appeared for the convenience of exchange. What were the first universal goods? Proto-money. A universal product is a product that everyone recognizes as valuable, easy to exchange, convenient to store, can be divided, and does not deteriorate quickly. 1. Cattle, one of the ancient universal equivalents. Cows, sheep, goats, they were used as a measure of wealth. The word pecus, cattle, is derived from the Latin pecunia, money. Cattle were valuable because they provided food, multiplied, and were an indicator of status. 2. Salt. A very important commodity in ancient times. It was used to store food, a scarce resource, easily shared. The word salary is derived from the word salarium, payment with salt. 3. Grain. Wheat, barley. In Mesopotamia, it served as a measure of calculation. It was used in temples and palaces. The negative is that it deteriorated over time. 4. Shells, cowries, a very common ancient equivalent of value, used in Africa, Asia, China. Lightweight, portable, it's hard to fake. 5. Fabrics and furs. In the northern regions, fur, and others, fabric, linen. Their value was practical and status-based. 6. Metals, up to coins. First, copper, bronze, iron, later, silver, gold. Metal became an ideal universal commodity because it is durable, divisible, rare, and concentrates high value in a small volume. And already the first coins appeared on the basis of metal.